And while all this is going on, some aspects of the Republican Party are distancing themselves from Moore. The Republican Party Senate campaign wing severed its fundraising agreement with Moore. And the White House has commented on the issue. Sarah Huckabee Sanders said, like most Americans, the president believes we cannot allow a mere allegation, in this case one from many years ago, to destroy a person's life. However, the president also believes that if these allegations are true, Judge Moore will do the right thing and step aside. I noticed that that's will do the right thing, not should do the right thing and step aside. But by the way, and this just in the background, we're still weeks away from the actual race. Polls over the past month have generally put Moore up by about like 8 to 9 points or something like that. And this is not exactly one of the most high profile polling outfits, but a poll from yesterday had Doug Jones down only 0.4, 46.4 to 46. Who knows what that will look like in a week or let alone in 3 weeks, but this could have an effect on the race.
I tend to agree, I agree, I think it's gonna have an effect on the race, and I gotta say this, I know the Fox News audience very well. I've been there for some time. I think the Fox News audience is a lot smarter than this, and I think the Fox News audience, they read this story and they see it for what it is, and I think they can sniff out a BSer when they see a BSer.
So you think they won't buy what Hannity?
No, I mean, I think the polls speak to that. I think the polls speak to the people of Alabama are saying, wait a minute. And mind you, we haven't seen any polling done since this revelation has happened, right?
From like a really big
pollster, a credible pollster who could go down there in Alabama and do some polling. And I think that what you're gonna see is people are gonna be like, I can't vote for this guy. And I think you're gonna see respectable Republicans and respectable independents in Alabama say, I'm either one, gonna sit at home and I'm not gonna vote at all because I won't vote for a Democrat, or I'm gonna vote for a Democrat and vote for Doug, I can't remember his last name,
Doug Jones.
Doug Jones in this particular case.
Or potentially write someone in.
Or write in Donald Duck. Just don't vote for this guy.
I like your optimism. I know JR on the show yesterday said he thought Moore would climb in the polls after this. I don't know that I agree with that, but I am worried about, in a week, are we gonna see a poll where Doug Jones is up by 2 points? I mean, there's a lot of people in this country who hate the Democratic Party so much that they might still vote for, even if they believe he's a pedophile, they might still vote for him. So I don't know. I mean, we have to wait and see. We can predict all we want, but
I have.
You might be right.
Maybe I have more faith in the American people that they're going to be like, there's no way we could vote for a pedophile. There's no.
I hope you're right.
I mean, I mean, my thought, and maybe it's just me. My thought is that there's no father out there who has a daughter who could vote for this man.
No, almost every Republican in Alabama. So I totally disagree with you.
Republicans, Alabama, please prove me right and prove Cenk wrong.
Okay, so Richard, I love your perspective, and it's important to have different perspectives. My perspective is that that Republicans don't care about family values at all. The people who care about family values the least in this country are Fox News viewers. If you give them, DeJarlais in Tennessee, 3 abortions. He's a pro-life Republican. 3 abortions. I forget if it was 2 with the mistress and 1 with the wife, or 2 with the wife and 1 with the mistress. But he said, but I had to because I had a mistress. So according to not my language, your language, Fox News, and Republicans in Alabama and Tennessee and all over the place, he murdered those 3 kids because it was convenient for him to do it. But you didn't care. You didn't care at all. You reelected him. So you're not gonna care about it. Trump molested those women, it's on tape. He said you grab them by the genitals. You don't ask for permission, you didn't care. You've shown time and time again, all of your talk about family values is a gargantuan lie. As long as there's a Republican who hates the same people you hate, you love him and you don't care that he molests 14-year-olds, you don't care that he sexually assaults people, you don't care how many abortions he had with his mistress or his wife, or as you would put it, the babies he murdered. You don't care, just admit it. Say Roy Moore hates the same people I hate, I'm gonna vote for him no matter what. So I would be shocked if all of the defense that right now Alabama Republicans are doing and Fox News is doing didn't work. Now, I think that Roy Moore might have a better chance of winning now. I'm telling you, Alabama Republicans have no interest in morality. They have 0% interest.
Prove him wrong and prove me right.
As I've said before, one of the downsides of Cenk going away for a week is that he comes back tired and not invested in the story.
So let me tell you about Republicans in Alabama. Alabama State Representative Ed Henry says that these girls, now women, were foolish for coming forward and they'd regret going down this road. And then he wondered, why didn't they come out earlier? Maybe because you just threatened them by saying, you'll regret coming down this road.
He said they should be prosecuted.
Okay. He said they should be prosecuted, and he said they are guilty. They are guilty for allowing him to exist for 40 years. He's not guilty for existing for 40 years. He's not guilty for molesting the 14-year-old. They're guilty for getting molested. Alabama Republicans don't care about morality. They think morality is a punchline. They think it's a political gimmick. That's Alabama Republican State Representative Ed Henry. Alabama State Auditor Jim Ziegler said, even if you accept the Washington Post report as being completely true, it's much ado about very little. I mean, this is assuming, according to his own words, that Roy Moore got naked in his mid-30s with a 14-year-old, stripped her down to her underwear and fondled her. How much ado about very little. It's something Alabama Republicans apparently, according to their own words, think is no big deal. I mean, who doesn't do that, right? He said, well, Moore married someone 14 years younger and it's fine. Moore happened to just date teenage girls in his 30s. What's the big deal? These are Ziegler quotes. He said, Joseph and Mary. Mary was a teenager. Joseph was an adult carpenter. They became parents of Jesus. There's nothing immoral or illegal here, so that's fine. So Ziegler and other Alabama Republicans think child molestation of 14-year-olds, because he said he accepts the fact pattern. Child molestation, pedophilia is no big deal, according to Republicans who are elected in the state of Alabama, and they will not be thrown out of office. You think Ziegler's gonna be thrown out of office for saying pedophilia is awesome and biblical? No, he's gonna get reelected. Alabama Secretary of State John Merrill questions the timing and the source of the allegations, and the list goes on and on. They don't care, they've never cared. In fact, they might rally to him and go, oh, good Christian. Just molesting a 14-year-old and now he's in trouble. If you like this video, you probably like independent media. The best way to support independent media, become a member of the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.